Today on Discover Wisconsin, we're going to visit some communities that truly model this idea of love your neighbor.
Welcome to Washington County!
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
If you're looking for friendly, small-town charm mixed with metropolitan amenities, head to Washington County. It's situated just northwest of Milwaukee, and it's rich with history, culture, and recreation. There's so much more to farmers markets than the delicious food and produce that you find here. I mean, look around. This is a social gathering. You'll see kids, parents, grandparents, people of all ages. Dad, which one's your favorite?
Cheesy spinach for sure.
Oh, you're doing two pretzels.
I can't stop eating it.
Wait, say that one more time. How many bees in each hive?
About 40,000.
40,000 bees in each hive. There's even educational opportunities to learn about nature and community and where your food is coming from. It's really cool because people here can connect with the farmers who are growing and raising their food, which is really important because food is life. It's nourishment, and it feels good knowing where your food is coming from. The Westman Farmers Market was actually voted #1 in Wisconsin. It's open every Saturday from mid-May through October, and there are over 100 vendors here selling everything from fruits and vegetables to herbs, meats, and cheeses. These are some incredible dips, and I'm here with Starla. You make these dips.
I do, yes.
I mean, what do you all have here? Because it seems like you have every possible combination that you can imagine.
I go from sweet to spicy and everything in between.
Enjoy your tomato.
I will.
You just got one, but it's a big tomato. It is such a big part of Washington County and has been here for over 50 years. Another thing that's been here for a while is the Tower Heritage Center, and it's right here. So let's go check it out. Well, Steve, thank you so much for meeting with me today. You're the executive director here at the Tower Heritage Center. So for people that are unaware, what is the Tower Heritage Center?
So we're the home of the Washington County Historical Society here in Wisconsin. And our mission is to forge meaningful connections across generations.
And this is actually the old courthouse.
Correct, yeah. So this is version 2.0 of the county courthouse. And this building was built in 1889. It was a wonderful public monument at the time when it was built.
Yeah, so you had the courthouse, and then there's also a jail.
Yes, it's correct. Our jail also operated as the penal system. People who would come and have trial here could go and be housed next door. So we have a lot of educational programs. Kids can come here and they deep dive into specific themes in history, helping kids understand how the world around us evolved and came to be the world that we know today. We have exhibits downstairs that kids can come and interact with so they can learn what was it like then and hopefully appreciate what they have today or say, wow, things were much different then than they are today.
Another historical site you'll find in West Bend is a short walk down Main Street. So I'm here in the historic Bend Theater in the heart of West Bend, which is an absolutely beautiful place, and I have Bill here with me, who's the executive director of the theater. Bill, this place is gorgeous. Tell me about the history.
The theater was opened in 1929. It originally served the community as a vaudeville stage. Movies pretty much took over. For 70 years, the Bend was a movie theater. Tens of thousands of people sat in these seats and watched movies. In 2006, it closed. It sat empty for about 10 years. Our group, the Historic West Bend Theater, took the building over, and we were able to kick off the restoration process. All the stenciling was reproduced, all the color scheme is reproduced to pretty much how we believe it looked in 1929. During the planning for that restoration, we surveyed the community and said, what do you guys want this building to be? The community came back and said they wanted it to host comedy events, concerts, classic movies, and they also wanted it available for private rentals. It's really a spot that's serving the community in quite a few different facets.
Here in Hartford in western Washington County is the Wisconsin Automotive Museum. It's an incredible place dedicated to showcasing transportation history, especially for Wisconsin. inside are over 120 vintage automobiles. Let's check it out. So this is Wisconsin's history, and it's pretty extensive, isn't it?
It is. Wisconsin's got a very rich automotive history. There were over 150 auto manufacturers in the state of Wisconsin. Just about everyone was trying to make a car in the very early years of the 20th century. So the Wisconsin Automotive Museum opened up in July of 1986. There are 122 cars on the 2 floors, over an acre of exhibit space, and we feature the Kissel automobile. That's the one that was made right here in Hartford from 1906 to 1931. Right now we've got 26 Kissels here on exhibit.
My grandfather was one of the co-founders of the Kissel Car Company.
It's always nice when your own name's on the car, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find it in the parking lot.
Yes, you can. And these are all drivable, and you've driven them around. They're just here on display for everyone else to enjoy.
We try to make the local parades and also the local car shows. I'm not quite into putting it on a trailer and taking it off for judging. The judging takes place with my neighbors, and that's fine.
Along with cars, there's a really cool model train set when you walk in, and a big train in the back.
The model train is a copy of a layout that Lionel did back in 1949. And the 1003 steam locomotive is a functioning 1913 steam locomotive. It usually goes out at least once a year for Hartford's Christmas parade.
So if you're a vintage car fan, this is definitely the place to come. And if you're a racing fan, there's a cool historical Hall of Fame up there.
Right, it's the Southeast Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Fame. And there's a lot of nationally known drivers who have a connection here. With cars, I think a lot of times the vehicle almost becomes part of the family. It's not only a major investment, but people remember, oh, when we took that trip to the Black Hills, that's the car we had. When they went to prom, that's what they had or drove. It's connecting them to a memory.
You know, after a visit to the Wisconsin Automotive Museum, it gets you in a retro mood. There's a fantastic old school ice cream soda fountain called Scoop DeVille right across the river, and I'm on my way. Now, Scoop DeVille is a classic retro ice cream shop. I mean, look what they make here, right? They make 32 flavors of their own ice cream. You can also get sodas and candy, even sandwiches and stuff, but I'm going for sweet over savory. What better way to finish a day than at Slinger Speedway, the world's fastest quarter-mile oval. The Slinger Speedway is legendary, really around the country. How would you classify it?
I like to call it the Lambeau Field of short track racing. We go way back into 1948. It was a dirt track that local racers started out testing at. Next thing you know, it was a popular racetrack, and it was paved in '74. We have everything from high school kids to the best in the country.
That is the funny part. I mean, so many NASCAR drivers and others who've gone on to larger levels of racing love coming back here.
The racers love it because you can race side by side competitively without bumping and banging and wrecking the next guy. There's nothing like it on the short track level. The banking leads to good racing.
Slinger Speedway is huge within the Slinger community too. I mean, all the support you guys give back.
We do a lot of co-op work with the community and food drives. We have Race for Cancer, Race for Autism we've had here. We have all different types of ways to give back. That's what makes it fun for me, is when you can give back a little bit and do those kinds of things. It's a good deal that way.
Wisconsin is an automotive and racing capital, always has been. It's been great to check out the Wisconsin Automotive Museum and Scoop DeVille, and now Slinger Speedway. And you can see all of that history here. Hey, if you love discovering Wisconsin, whether it's racing or anything else, make sure you check out our Discover Wisconsin app. You can download it for free from any app store and watch any episode on demand anytime.
Washington County has such a beautiful rural landscape. From the Kettle Moraine to Holy Hill, glaciers shaped its geography. And here in Hubertus, you'll find a very special place rolling with woods, lush valleys, and fertile fields, Holy Hill Art Farm. Settled in 1857, the fifth generation has now opened this property as a gathering space for friends, neighbors. Actually, anyone is welcome, including me. So let's go.
Welcome.
I can't believe that this is my first time, and walking up, this place is huge. You have levels of vendors, you have so much food, you have live music, you have art. It's so beautiful. So walk me through a little bit of the history here.
Okay, my ancestors came over from Germany in 1857, so the farm has been in our family for 165 years approximately.
Wow.
Yes, this is our 165-year-old lower part of our barn.
I love when people take an old barn and then kind of use it for something different. Whose idea was that?
Well, that was my idea, but I don't like to take all the credit. I have some great brothers and sisters who all help me with everything we do here.
Oh, I am obsessed with plants. I feel like I might have to get one.
The mission of the Art Farm is to inspire creativity, support handmade businesses, and be a gathering space for everyone to come and feel super comfortable and stress-free. We have 3 markets, and then we have farm dinners, tribute concerts, wine walks. We have a dog night. Everyone can bring their dog out. It's a special night. We work with the Washington County Humane Society.
Wait, we have to come back.
And we have a
We're
dog
coming
parade
back.
where
Do you have a dog
we
parade?
have the judges come out and they judge the dogs and they win prizes.
Wow, and this is new. The winery's a little more on the new side?
It's new. I think this is our 3rd year.
Oh, okay. How has it been going?
It's been going wonderful. It added such another element to the farm. I'm very happy because I love wine.
Ooh, okay, I want to try this one. Should we do a little cheers? Cheers. Cheers. Oh, that's so good. What is it like for you to see all these people show up and also be able to share it with your family?
It's a huge passion of mine. I want to share this property as long as it exists. Who knows what the future brings? And I just want to be able to share this beautiful property the way it is as long as we can.
So I think Wisconsin's long-standing farming communities have something to do with this legacy of caring for your neighbor. Because historically, farmers relied on each other for help. I am headed to another farm just down the road. This one is Old Germantown, a 120-acre farmstead that was settled back in 1842. Today, it's a sausage shop, a brewery, and a restaurant. And I'm gonna make some sausage, so let's go. It's really cool driving up here. You're kind of in the middle of the field, kind of hidden.
Yeah, that's part of the charm. It's part of the discovery of Old Germantown. It's actually coming down a rural road, finding a long driveway, not one of those things that the experience starts with that discovery and actually feeling like you're in a farmyard.
And now you've taken this old farmstead and really made it this beautiful event space. And you have music here. It's a sausage shop, a restaurant, a brewery. Talk me through the process. What came first?
The process started in our kitchen. I made sausage with my father, with my grandfather, and now I make it with my son, Will. We love making fine sausages, and we knew that Old Germantown would have a sense of sausage making and the meat processing that this area is known for. The brewery came next. We purchased the brewery from Titletown, and we started brewing about 14 months ago. The mission is to be able to go back in time and remember the roots of this community, but we're also looking to maintain things. The farmland here is meant to be preserved over the decades to come, so this is one form of keeping that farm in production and making certain that the entrepreneurial spirit of the American farm lives here.
I love this place, I love the community, I love the mission, and I hear we're gonna make some sausage.
You're gonna make sausage with Will, so let's go.
Let's make some sausage. So what's the pre-sausage making workout?
Drink a beer and hope for the best.
Okay.
Those are dry spices that we put in, and this is our special herbs. It requires some citrus. Usually when you mix all this stuff up, you use your hands. You really gotta get your hands into it and squish all the spices up, and it usually takes about 10 minutes.
It's a double cross, twist, over, under, double twist. Okay, you try it. Get in here. Oh, it's so cold.
And then, just make sure everything is coming out as smoothly as possible.
That's a huge one.
Perfect. For all the hard work we did.
So you have to take
Cheers
a sip and then you have
to sausage. This idea of loving your neighbor doesn't stop at the end of the block. In Washington County, it extends to everyone, in the entire community, in the entire county. And the Volunteer Center of Washington County creates opportunities to empower people for social good. And they have coffee at the hub, and I love coffee, so let's go. Well, Colleen, thank you so much for sitting down with me. So you are the Executive Director of the Volunteer Center of Washington County. So what is the Volunteer Center of Washington County, and who do you serve?
So the Volunteer Center is really a community resource. We are here to serve the entire community. It starts with our 50 local nonprofits who partner with us. They have a whole list of needs. Our job is to recruit, engage, and work with community members who are looking to do good, match them to the needs of the many different nonprofits that are in our community.
What is the hub? What all goes down here?
The hub is actually our space, but it's the home of the Volunteer Center. And also Social Good Brews, which is our for-purpose coffee shop. Our coffee shop is one of our key programs that helps fuel our mission. The proceeds help support the work of the Volunteer Center and our other programs. The tips that are left here are shared with our 50 nonprofits.
So this cup of coffee is actually going towards the Volunteer Center.
It is.
I've done my work today.
Good job. Good job.
No, I know I need to do more, but that's really cool that just coming in here, you're actually aiding to the mission.
We are. And what's really great is many of the people that you meet behind the counter, they're volunteers. The bakers are volunteers. The people who prep the food are volunteers.
Ooh, I'm so excited because now I get to do a kindness project.
We have a lot of innovative programming, which is really meant for people who aren't sure how to get involved. Come to the hub and we might have a project. We're working on kindness kits, for example. People can come here and we will put together assembly projects that might help families or people in need. We have a tool called Get Connected on our website, and our tool will allow them to search and find any type of opportunity that fits their interests and their passions, and then we help match them to the needs of the different organizations that are partnering with us. The Do Good bus. We literally have a school bus. We use that to take groups of people. It's perfect for employers who want to get their employees out volunteering as a group. We have community rides that are open once a month to anybody in the community can hop on and go do good. We've been working really hard this past year to connect with many of our local schools and get students and even parents with young children involved. If we can teach them at a young age, they can see that they too have abilities and the power to make a difference. We believe we're helping to develop lifelong volunteers. I feel privileged to be surrounded by so many people who just care about others. They don't just talk about it, they do it. Their actions make our community a better place. The Volunteer Center allows me to touch all of them and allows me to have at least an indirect impact on the community that I love.
Another cool program in the Volunteer Center is called Camp Superhero, and kids who participate get involved in all kinds of service activities throughout the county. Today they're working with the Ozaukee Washington Land Trust. So let's see what they're up to.
Camp Superhero, in its essence, is a camp that happens over summer, and we teach youth about volunteerism, connecting them through different activities at nonprofits throughout the week. They engage in service, they get to learn more about what the nonprofits do in our community. It's really inspiring to see how kids just really gravitate towards volunteerism. They're excited about projects, they're excited about helping. It's great to just witness the growth that happens in the campers and the teen leaders. They come out of their shell, they're having fun, and they're doing good.
Kind of become leaders in general.
Absolutely, leaders in the community.
It's honestly been a really good experience. It's been really fun so far. I think it's important for young kids to volunteer because it's like experiencing the real world.
One of the things I learned was you don't have to be a certain age to volunteer at multiple different places. Even the little things you do to help in the community really do make a difference.
It makes you ready for when you're an adult and you have a job. It's just really special to see what you do matters.
Love your neighbor, Washington County!
You know, everything we've done and seen and experienced here in Washington County, it's truly heartwarming to see. You really get the sense of community, that people love their neighbors and they're willing to do things for them. We've watched some volunteer work with kids, no less, and we've even seen some racing, which was a lot of fun. But there's a great spirit here and a strong sense of community, and you'll feel it when you come here. It really warms your heart. So check out Washington County and experience it for yourself. Visit shop.discoverwisconsin.com and discover new ways to share the Wisconsin love.